Y'all, come in and hit the like button, y'all. Your girl Tay gonna talk her shit for a minute. I ain't gonna be here for a long while, but I'm gonna be here for a short while. Cause the facts will always be the facts, and the lies will always be the lies. I don't know if anybody gonna get a notification that Tay is live, but if not, y'all gonna have to catch the replay. I just came through to say a couple of things, cause for me, for me, for me, for your girl Tay, when people try to change the narrative, it be crazy. But the fact is that you gotta lie on somebody else to try to create a narrative is even more crazy. Because for me, what I got from the whole situation is the irresponsibility. The person is irresponsible. How irresponsible a person is, how they don't finish nothing that they start, the childish actions that come along with, and the bad decision making. So, me personally, the facts on that will stay the facts, and the lies will stay the lies. And I'm just going to be honest with y'all. When Tay said that she had some heat, I said months ago I had some heat because a lot of people, or I guess a lot of friends that Bree thought was her friends really was not her friends. And at one point in time, when this what we gonna call it, the crazy saga was at an all-time high and people was going back and forth, people was definitely sending stuff to the content creators on the factors of her demise. Now, if it wasn't for the factors of certain content creators, me and a couple of others that just don't take in anything and actually give a damn about being sued or any other situation. Hey, Kira. Listen, I had to go. Listen, I ain't gonna be here too long, but I had to go live to go, nah, nah, no, boo, boo. Tay had to come and talk her shit. But what I was gonna say is, I've been saying for months, I don't know if people been listening to Tay, but I knew the inside of that crib was nasty. I don't know if people will remember me saying, and get all them dishes off the counter. Me personally, it was a point in time when people were sending pictures from inside of her crib. So a nigga already knew how it looked it. The girl had curtains hung up with thumbtacks. I mean, you tell me. And if it wasn't for the factors of me not getting that from a public record or a public entity, Tay would have definitely dropped that work. Okay? But I ain't trying to go in nobody courthouse for some shit that ain't some shit for some shit. But I been knew that crib on the inside was not legit, because whoever she was no longer cool with started sending people shit to make sure that people knew of it. Let's talk about it. Hey, Lexus. This the same girl we talking about. Niggas came out and said that she put on new clothes without washing her ass. What part are we not getting? So to have to lie on a person and their actions is embarrassing all within itself. Ain't nobody got to do nothing else. When people be trying to look for a stone, a bone, or anything that they can just to try to rebuttal somebody else's content. But the way you do that is with facts. And there's never no facts, because people come back with lie on top of lie on top of lie on top of cover up on top of cover up. If Bree put the pictures in the paperwork, put the pictures up. That's what Tay gonna say. If Bree put the pictures in the paperwork like you say, then it's public record. Put the pictures up, baby. Because me personally, I already know or knew what the inside of the crib looked it like. And if you go back to a couple of my lives, I said it one time for the one time. This is the same person that they saying is Big Bree. When she out here looking like a midget to me, this bitch was using thumbtacks for curtains and the whole middle of her tree was gone. The whole middle of her tree was gone. So instead of Big Bree, she's starting to look invisible, baby. And then you got the group munchers sitting there trying to act like they saving the day by trying to make a play. You can't save shit that can't be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. The fuck? Hey, everybody coming in. Hit the like button. People gonna have to hit the catch the replay because I damn sure didn't schedule this live or nothing. I just came straight on before I took my ass to bed because I just came through to say nah nah no boo boo. If the pictures is in the paperwork, that makes it public work. Put the pictures up. Put the pictures up. Tell your sources to stop being cheap and pay that $85, sis. Down by the river. They better support it. They need to support it. They done supported the shit this far. Why only get half the pages? I know over here we don't get half the pages. We get all the pages. Because if I'm going to look over some shit and put out some shit, you going to get it from beginning, middle, and end. I'm not going to pay or get or have my source give me 10 pages and then we just gonna guesstimate the other 30. It's 50 goddamn pages. 50. Okay? For Lupac to put that on her screen last night and to redact it at the same time, that would have been crazy. But it's public record for any and everybody. So at any point in time a person felt like something was missing, go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Hey, everybody coming in. You know Tay love y'all. Neil Fall, y'all got my heart. If nobody told y'all that they love y'all today, it is now a new day. You know your girl Tay love you the long way. Okay? But we came to have a little conversation, a little quick cat before I lay my ass down. Because that's what I was supposed to be going to do. I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm going to be tapping that alarm in the morning like 5 more minutes. But listen, I had to come and say it. Don't act like in y'all own groups y'all wasn't talking about Shorty too. Don't make us blow up those conversations because we ain't got no problem with it. Everything that has been leaked is as a receipt within this saga, baby. So if it was said, put out, trust and believe it was screen recorded at any time and at all points in time. So throughout this timeline, there's receipts that has been kept for all the bullshit. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I want to talk about it. Because I feel like if you're going to put something out, you should put all of it out. And I think that the only thing that people be trying to show, because they ain't got to lie on nobody, they lie enough. The person themselves lie enough. But if you going to be a content creator, you supposed to give your supporters the full material. Not just bring out material to be able to bash or this. It's about the factors of the information. If the information is the information, that's not you bashing. That's them bashing themselves. That's they shit. That's they situation. You didn't create it. You just reading it. So at any point in time, how could you be at fault for one, anything that they going through? And for two, if you rereading it is considered bashing them, how the fuck wasn't they bashing themselves when they did it in the first place? I mean, I'm just saying, we gonna have to make it make sense. And I just had to come and ask the question. Are we talking about, is this the same crib that had thumbtacks holding up the curtain? Is this the same crib that had the middle of the tree missing for Christmas? I mean, I'm is this the same crib that was on the ring camera with the situation with the moose? This is all the same crib we talking about, right? I think so. I would think so. Yep, I would think so. That's right, Blueberry. Down by the river, up by the stream. That's what people better be worried about. That's what people better be worried about. But Bree ain't the only one that's having to be moved around. I think I'm more madder than anything that the bitch used me. Okay, she used us for a GoFundMe, but if you was gonna use the money, you should have used my portion to pay your rent. My portion could have went for the rent for the kids, so at least they could have stayed within a stable situation. And it's crazy because Tay said for months when I was doing videos about the Forgotten Four, let's talk about it. I'm like, it's crazy because them kids is looking like they getting dressed out of a fucking bag. And it's not funny. It was the truth. They never get a chance to unpack because of how much they move. How is that responsible? What adult is going to find kids being uprooted and moved around on a regular basis? Okay, so when people are taking notice of it, that makes it even more crazy because see, we don't know what goes on behind the scene. That's what they say, right, baby? But for when things do show up on the screen, for us to be able to read we could tell niggas was getting dressed out of a bag. It didn't even make sense to try to find clothes because all they was gonna have to do was pack them all over again. Pack them all over again. And the saddest situation through all of this girl done moved how many times and her nigga own his shit. It's not rented. He owns it. So yeah, it may be the factor that people may not get along to get along. But nigga, if you could spend 30,000 on a nigga, right? 10,000 and any other thousand on a nigga with thumbtacks in your curtains and the middle missing of your Christmas tree, you should be able to have some placement within his home, baby. At least a little bit. At least a little bit. He could have at least gave you the attic. Okay? He could at least, well, he did give you. No, he gave the babies the attic. He gave you the blow-up mattress. You had the blow-up mattress. We still remember that. When y'all was laying on that blow-up mat. But why the hell you gonna use my portion of the GoFundMe money to go and do trips? You could have used my portion of the money to pay some rents. I would have respected it. But for you to get money up off the content creator's back to take your moose on an all-out extravaganza, and you living at homes with leaky fucking roofs and buckets, you got your priorities all fucked up, sis. And they was talking, my closet wasn't leaking. My closet never had no leaks. I promise you my closet didn't have no leaks. So for bitch, you to be living in a house paying $2,800 and you going on excursions and trips and this and a that, and you living in a home like that, but you know what they say, right? Your outsides will show what's going on in the inside. And her outside is in a disarray, which is her home, because her insides is in a disarray, which is self. So when people come out here, we laugh and we joke. I do. I find myself, I be dead ass serious too. And I think I be more funny when I be serious. Because, bitch, where was the middle of your tree? That shit still got me mad. How you big anything and you got a whole middle of your tree missing? Why is your curtains hung up with thumbtacks? I still ain't know. We just gonna let that shit go. So you spending thousands of dollars on a nigga, but you can't yet buy a motherfucking curtain rod from the Dollar Tree. Now I know Dollar Tree got red stickers on everything right now. Shit about $3, $5. They trying to hoodwink and bamboozle us. But you could at least got some curtain rods, a little one from Dollar Tree if you ain't want to go to the actual Target or Big Lots or any of those other stores. And me personally, why the fuck, or what was the point of the tree if the whole middle of the tree was going to be missing? But that just shows, okay, that she does not finish anything. Okay, you can't finish her hang. She ain't never finished hanging up the curtains because she never went back and got a rod. She can't finish with the tree because the whole middle is goddamn missing. Down to the factors of all these brand deals, sis is jumping all over place to place because she actually don't fit in their space. She's just doing it for the money, not because she has a choice. When you big, you have a choice of the business you do with people. You have a choice of the deals that you accept. And you have a choice not to be living in a house with buckets, trying to duck it. But then you sitting here trying to smooth talk your landlord when you already knew that you was planning on leaving out of the situation. So no, it wasn't the factors of a person being evicted. It was the factors that a person broke their contract. You broke your lease. A lease is a contract. If you leave anytime before that contract is up, that's considered broken. You owe. So it doesn't matter. It just shows you owe another person and you going back to your address, which is the courthouse. You will be going back to your address, okay, which is courthouse. Because when people deal with you, it can't just be regular communication. They have to always bring in the authorities to be able to deal with Bree. The sloppy meatloaf did it. He put her ass on papers. Robert had to do it. Put her ass on papers by divorcing her. Speaking of that, you are no longer a Hampton. Why the fuck you still running around using this man's name to get things? Why? Why? Every address that you moved to outside of this divorce, it was outside of the divorce. And within the divorce, I could have swore that Robert said he wanted his motherfucking name back. Name back. He said he wanted his name back. I know I heard that man say that. Hey, everybody coming in. Tay talking her shit. Because I got to go to bed soon. But while I'm on it. So I got questions. I need answers. And you know when Tay get confused, I got to come to you because y'all my community. You know we family here and shit. So didn't he say I want my name back? Didn't he tell the judge that? So now when it comes to the factors of paperwork, why that shit is not in battle while you battling? Why does that shit, or why is anything still in Hampton when it came after your marriage? Hey, Black Knight. Hey, Cheryl. Huh? Somebody always got to take you home. The courthouse. Because the courthouse is your home. And now you might be going to the courthouse again with your moose after whatever situation happened with him. Because the nigga possibly got on papers already for that last little situation in the truck. You know when she was running around with the little Richard Jerry curl. When she was pregnant. When she had the little Richard Jerry curl going on. That video. When she was saying how things wasn't things and she created a person and how she's the reason why. Yeah, that stuff, right? We need to figure out some things. I know I need to figure out some things because I know if somebody tell me to stop using their name, tell a judge to tell me to stop using their name, I would think that would mean that they would want me to stop using their name. But you know you got to be careful because Brenda had a baby, all right? and Brenda was stealing shit, and she had a couple of aliases. And look at you following in her footsteps, lying and stealing. While your daddy over there being an undercover tree fucker. Once a tree fucker, always a tree fucker. And I don't give a damn what live I do. I'm going to make sure I mention Walter, old funky tree fucking ass, looking like his head shrinking into his shoulders. I'ma let it be known. There's a tree fucker on the loose. Okay? But I'm talking about the factors of Brenda, God rest her soul. Them people want their furniture money. It is always some shit. Y'all always trying to run off on the plug. Always trying to run off on the plug. That man said he want his motherfucking, he want his money. He want his money. He don't give a damn about nothing else. You left him with damages, no utilities, no lights, no nothing. He can't even see what the situation when he go in there is. And maybe that was better for him. Because if he turned the lights on, he might get scared like, oh shit, she did this? This happened to my property? But he's going to take pictures to prove his case when they do go to court in October, baby. And I don't know. I feel a type of way, like I said about sis using me for a GoFundMe and not paying her bills. Like, if you're going to use me, I feel so used. Tay feels so used. But that means when you go to court in October against your landlord and they call you to the front of the courtroom, or it comes time for them to acknowledge you, they're going to be calling you Brianna Hampton. That's fraud. That's fraud. See, you lying. You already went into the contract with a lie. You signed on the dotted line with a name that's not even yours. That's fraud. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. That's fraud. As soon as they call her Mrs. Hampton in that courtroom, that case cannot be acknowledged because there's no longer a Mrs. fucking Hampton. At least not her. She is no longer a Hampton. So why would you be putting this man's last name on paperwork if you no longer with him? We need answers. We need answers. Robert, you're going to have to take her back to court. She out here using your name. She out here using your name to buy things, okay? She's out here still running around. And why you got to use Hampton if you with Mr. Young, with Moose Young? Ain't you with Moose Young? His name don't get you nothing. The Moose name don't get you nothing. Because why are you still running? You're not a Hampton. He left you. He left you. It's in black and white. Never to return, okay? The end. That's what the paperwork states. So why would you be running your old nary ass around here talking about using Hampton? Got people out here paying for half a paperwork, getting 10 pages when it's actually 50, talking about you submitted pictures when that should have been the last thing that you should do, because I seen inside of that crib, boo-boo, and I kept telling you to get all them dishes off that nasty ass counter. If anybody watched Tay, I'm pretty sure you've heard me say that. But Miss Hampton went bye-bye 3 years ago. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. How do your current fucker feel about you still having to use your ex-husband's name to do things? Hey, Moose, did you know she's still trying to be a Hampton? Did you know that? I mean, I'm just saying, you told her to make sure she let you know everything, right? You wanted to know about the divorce. You wanted to know what was going on within the situation. I think far as the situation, if she was going to tell you something, I think she left the part out that she's still sneaking and using this man's last name. I'm snitching. I'm telling everything. You know Tay-Tay gonna talk. And Tay Tay came to talk her shit, even though she's supposed to be in the bed. It's worth it. Make sure y'all hit that like button for your girl Tay. Definitely support me. They got the jewels, the gems up there. They say that's a way for the content creators to get a bonus, baby. So definitely hype your girl up. Give me a little thumbs up, a little 100, a little heart, whatever you can. I definitely appreciate it, friend. But no, yeah, let's talk about it. If you were still with Robert, you would have had a whole tree. If you were still with Robert, you would have had curtain rods for them curtains, baby. If you were still with Robert, that leak, that room, that leak that was coming from that roof, it wouldn't have been leaking, boo boo. If you were still with Robert, you would not be in court for trying to evade the factors of running from rent, because it would have been paid, because it wouldn't have been up to you to pay it. I mean, y'all can let Tay know when she wrong, because I don't like to be wrong and strong. And if I'm wrong, please stop me. Don't let me continue don't let me continue down the wrong road. We don't want to be like them. So if Tay is wrong, please stop her. Let me know. Let me know. I mean, the paperwork is just the extra. It just put the actions in black and white. But if the paper states Miss Hampton, that's fraud. Because you ain't her. That's not you. You ain't it. That person no longer exists. So if Tay is right, can y'all please drop a 1 in the comments? If there's anybody that's in the chat that's definitely active, can Tay get a 1 in the chat if that is the case? Let me know. Let me know. I just came to ask some questions. Because a person is not big if they not doing the shit that keeps, them where they at. And that's part of, being responsible, right? Right? In order to stay big, you will have to be responsible. So my thing is, where is the response or the boo? Because I don't see either one. Let Tay know. Hey, Peachy, how you doing, beautiful? I missed you. I'm so happy you caught me live, girl. Hey, Valencia. No, for real, y'all. I really need these questions answered. Tay be confused, right? But if she's no longer, right, a Hampton, why the fuck would this paperwork be under Hampton when her last name is clearly Battle? Your name is Battle. You did not get this house after, excuse me. I'm moving too fast. You did not get this house within the factors of your marriage. You got this place after you was divorced. And this is after the fact that your ex-husband said he didn't want you to use his name no more. Right? So if that's the case, wouldn't that mean that you signed that contract with a faulty name in the first place? Isn't that fraud? Because you are no longer Brianna Hampton. You are now fucking a moose, okay? That goes by the last name of Young. So ain't y'all supposed to be engaged? What happened to that? That's not going down no more. Change of plans. Just Geritol twins. That's it. Oh, okay. I understand. I understand. You can't use Young to get you nothing. You can't use Young to get you nothing. They say Robert ain't the motion, but that Hampton steady Stampton. Let's talk about it. I really do. Because if somebody is going to debunk something that somebody says, they would have to get all of the proof. You can't get a half of something and try to tell a whole story. It don't go that way. It don't go that way. You have to tell the whole damn thing. Okay? If the divorce wasn't final at the time she signed it. Oh no, she done moved 6 times since the divorce. So it been final since this one. This is the last address that she lived at. She was there for 18 months. So my thing is, I believe that Hampton was should have already been out of the question. She have gotten a new contract with her name. Right. Tell him, Cheryl. She was supposed to change things up because that was no longer her. Even down to the factors of her ID. It should no longer say Hampton, baby. Once you get kicked back to battle, you go back to battling. All right? You don't go to battle sometime and then occasionally go back to Hampton. No. 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 And no. You don't get to do that. Now, I can understand if you were still living at the exact same address, the first house once you and your husband, once your ex-husband went, let me say ex. Shit. Okay? When you and your ex-husband, went and moved into different dwellings, okay? I can understand the first place. Right? Possibly could still understand the second. Because you was moving around frequently and you was moving around fast. Like flyer miles, okay? Place to place. So I can understand the first or the second place. But for you to be within your fifth or sixth place, maybe even seventh, and you still using that man name, nope. 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 People want to act like they don't talk to Bree, but they talk to Bree. And at the end of the day, she need to stop talking to them because they just making her look extra bad, friend. Because collectively as a group, it ain't shaking. It ain't shaking. But how could you expect the truth from people that haven't told the truth since they've been in the situation? Her, them, or they. Just uproot, yes, all over the place. And I feel so bad, Cheryl, but I seen it. When I tell you, Cheryl, Tay said it in multiple videos. And it's not the fact that I was being funny, even though, because it's never funny when situations come to when a parent is not parenting her kids properly. But I noticed it. And I called it out over and over again. And people just thought that I was on bullshit. So for it to come out months later that these kids kept having to uproot and move from this place to that place, never actually being stable in no place, then that actually means they never really got a chance to unpack nowhere. They really was living out of the bags because bags stayed packed. It didn't make sense to unpack because we was only going to have to pack again because we don't know when we might be moving. That's sad shit, especially for kids to have to deal with. And then you was doing shit off the factors of a lie and you lying. Coming on this internet talk about, oh, this person got people hired and they hired and this, that, and the third. Listen, if a motherfucker left you so they didn't risk putting their life in jeopardy, why the fuck would they still do it after the fact? They trying to get all the way the fuck away from you. And I don't give a damn about people talking about robbers. I experienced that. Okay, that man experienced that woman firsthand. Whatever he been through and got out of and moving forward, that is a part of his fucking testimony. Can't nobody tell him what the hell he had to deal with, being that people want to collectively act like they can speak for somebody. But another person's action showed exactly the person they've always been. I don't give a damn. A person can be arrogant. A person can be truthful. Most times people don't like people that people don't like people that tell the truth anyway. They say they rude, people be mean. No, you just don't like the truth, baby. And that is a real thing. When you tell people the truth, they talking about you trying to be hurtful. How I'm trying to be hurtful? Because I'm being honest. And if being honest is hurtful, then I guess it's gonna have to hurt you. Cause I can't do anything else other than that. I'm not lying to ever make nobody else feel good. I never will and never had to lie to kick it. So I'm not gonna start in a situation versus speaking my real feelings. Nah, I'll tell a person in a minute. The doctor know that you might not like this medicine, but that don't stop him from giving it to you to make you feel better. He's giving it to you because you need it, not because you want it. If it was the factors of you wanting it, it's probably something that would never be done. But because it's something that you need, he's going to give it to you to make sure that you receive the medical attention that you need. He don't give a fuck whether you like the medicine or not. It ain't about whether you like it. It's because it's truth. And the truth is supposed to help you. Who the hell want yes men around them? I mean, I might not like it, but I respect you for keeping it 100 with me. Not having me running around looking like a crash dummy on some yes. Who the hell wants somebody around them like that? Or not me. Not me. It seemed like we give her better advice over here, because if you listen to the shit that they tell her anywhere else, you would think that those was the people that didn't support her. Because even outside of us telling the truth, okay, with the receipts and proof, it's not like we add anything into to make it extra. No, she does that all on her own. We don't have to do the extra at all. But when it comes to other people, when you create a narrative, documents, lies, and other situations, then it would seem like you was against her. Because instead of people trying to pull her forward and do something different, they got sis out here repeating the cycle like she a hamster on the fucking wheel. That's exactly what she looked like. A hamster on the wheel. Because every cycle of her life is the same. Round and round we go. It's bad when a person is a repeat offender. Name one thing she hasn't done in every relationship she been in. And I'm going to X out the factors of having a baby, because that part is too easy. Okay? She done said a nigga done abused her. Okay? She done lied and said that she had to do things that, and I'm talking about far as the motion in each situation that she was in. But it's collectively no motion, because ain't shit moving. Everything is either lied on or stolen. Stolen or lied on. So what do a person bring to the table other than damage? So other than being damaged goods, what has a person been useful for within situations? Because people will lure you in for their benefit. People will act like they the nicest people. They so God-fearing, will never do nothing to hurt nobody. Okay? They will try to make it seem like your best interest is within their heart, baby. They are here to see what I can do to build with you, baby. But it's all to create a substance far as need, okay? You wasn't being the person that you chose to be just because that's on your heart to be that person. You was being that person to people to try to fool them of the person that you was not, because it's the total opposite. So you be nice to people in the beginning to win them over, but then your real actions start showing and people get to see you for who you really is. And then when people call you on your shit, you try to act like you the victim and they the villain. Nah, baby. Nah, baby. You think that big head and that big feet would have got you somewhere a little bit further. The both things that you need to be big in order to get into better places. You need for your head to be of some side, but you don't use either one. They just there for extra weight. The head and the fucking feet. Just big for no goddamn reason. Then you out here lying on people and it's not even beneficial. You mean to tell me you put my name on that GoFundMe for you to take your dick on an excursion? Excuse me, YouTube. I'm sorry. Please don't give me a yellow dollar sign. But I really feel a way about that. Because my portion of the money that you gained off of me, you could have put towards the rent for the kiddies, baby. So they could have actually took their clothes up out the bags. If you was going to use my name, you could have used it. But damn, you could have used it for the factors of paying the bills. You mean to tell me you ain't used none of our names to pay no bills? You used all of our names to get frog-legged? I'm disappointed. Hey, Nola Bunny. Not the big Bree makes more money than all of... Right, that's what I'm... Black Knight. You said it. I wish this was StreamYard so I could put it on the screen, goddammit. Because that's what it is that I mean. You understand my confusion. Because how we here? You owe everybody. Your address is the courthouse. You only go to get some snack and then go... Like, I'm confused. How does this go? Well, I got to go to court with this person this week. All right, well, I got to get ready to go to court with this person. What type of life is that? What type of life is that? For it, like, do you know what type of mental got to come with that? And then for you to have to remember each lie that you told on each person and each story, and the shit that you stole but you didn't stole, and how it's supposed to actually be yours. Like, how do you keep up? And I think you need a new file, because none of your files is working. Because every time you leave the court, you leave disappointed. Why you keep going there? Why you keep going there? The courthouse is trying to evict you at this point in time. Sooner or later, the courthouse is going to bring a case against your ass just for you keep coming back. Whether somebody bringing you or you coming on your own. Find another fucking home. State, listen, this bitch was born at the courthouse. Place of birth, court. Oh my goodness. Her goddamn social security number must be the zip code of the fucking courthouse. With the address. Come on now. You got to do better. If you tried it at 16 with Mr. Barnes and it didn't work, why are you still doing the same shit in your late 30s? Tell me why you gotta lie. And I'm still mad about them goddamn curtains and that Christmas tree. Because ain't nobody gonna be running around here calling nobody Big Bree and her Christmas tree ain't even got no middle. Fuck you. Ain't nobody telling me shit. Her friend said that she was just putting on new clothes and wasn't washing her ass before it. I don't forget. Tay, I smoked the weights. I'm smoking the weeds now. Fuck you. Guaranteed. But I ain't forget a goddamn thing. I remember them curtains ain't have no rods. I remember that tree ain't have no middle. I remember when she stole Dr. Jill book and she went down by the river. Not for nothing, I'm going to be honest with you. Dr. Jill cried real tears when she put that girl name in that bag. Real tears. Okay? She really grieved. I'm getting chills just thinking about the shit. Dr. Jill, I'm the pure people. Remember, Tay is the pure people. Okay? I ain't got no dog in this fight. I'm just speaking on what's right. And what's right is what's right, and what's wrong is what's wrong. You don't go into somebody else's house and cause a disturbance. You went in that lady's house and you disturbed her peace. You went in that lady's house and you disturbed her peace. You don't know what people go through to fight for peace, to overcome where they are. You don't know where they was at. You don't know, you possibly could have been the straw that broke the camel's back, because ain't nobody gonna work hard for nothing and have somebody come and take it. So for you to go in that lady's home, okay, we call our platforms is like, okay, I'm going to so-and-so house. I'm going to the unicorn's house. I'm going to a Lupac's house. I'm going to Harmony's house. I'm going to my 2 cents house. I'm going to you understand what I'm saying? So when you went in Dr. Jill's house, she welcomed you in. She fed you information. Okay? You sat at her table. You ate her food. And when you was leaving, you no good bitch, you stole her fucking chairs. That's some foul-ish. That's foul. That's foul. I don't care how you say it, how you call it. So that lady really grieved your ass. Okay? And then for you to try to be petty and make it seem like you was going to go the extra mile to hurt somebody to be funny. So now you going to put her product out on the market for free. But it didn't hurt you because you never put no work into anything. How fucking dare you, bro? How dare you? You needed to be in a bag of motherfucking water. If that was the only way you was gonna wash your ass and get clean. How she knew that you ain't like motherfucking water and put both of you bitches to the water. One in the bag and one in the fucking river. And both of y'all deserve exactly where she put you. Because when you don't do no good, you don't get no good. Even the people that come out here and defend you. Just because you could be disrespectful doesn't make you a defense. It make you a nuisance. There's a difference. Because if I'm going to defend somebody, even though Tay laugh and jokes, I'm going to make sure that the facts is the facts for sure. Because I'm not coming out here trying to fuck somebody up with bad information or lying or defamating somebody's character just for me to be liked by people that I don't know. I'd rather be respected for telling the truth for sure. So even if I was on the opposing side, if I wasn't on this side, anybody could go to Tay page right now. I won't even cap, okay? Because there's never no cap in my rap. My first video that I did about this situation, it was in defense, okay? It was in defense, not offense. I wasn't here, this, that, and the third. When Robert reacted to my video, it wasn't because I was speaking highly of him. I was speaking on the other person. Let's talk about it. If we can listen, it's better to be real. Okay? And when you real, you ain't got to say you real. Your actions show it. Okay? The proof is in the pudding. Just like we can go back and get a receipt, my video is a definite receipt of telling the truth, baby, because it's a difference when you don't know something. You only can speak on it from the point of what you know. But once you know better, You have to change your thought process to match the situation as a whole, because now you realize what you thought is not what it is. But for the people that decided to stay on the factors of the defense, why it wasn't never with the factors of coming out here and showing the proof in the good that this person did? If this person was the one paying the year, where's the proof? A person said they was the receipt queen, and I ain't never seen one receipt that worked in her favor. Every receipt that this girl ever, even her receipts was stolen. Not when you show receipts and the person say, well, goddamn, I've been looking for my paperwork. Oh my God, we cannot make this up. Okay? Not when you come on live in front of God knows how many thousands of people. Like, because I'm receipt queen. I'm receipt queen. As soon as you get off live, somebody go, you know where I've been looking for my paperwork. Net, can you please bring the papers to the court with you the next time? You Oh my God. If Robert had $84, why the fuck the landlord not chasing him for rent? With $84, he should have been chased a long time ago. How you was the one that showed? Because I get $400K. Sis. How the fuck Robert $84 lasted longer than your $400,000? You're going to have to explain this to me. He sure ain't take his Tesla back. It didn't get reimposed. He didn't get, how can I say, bamboozled and hoodwinked out of payments that didn't never pay for the car, but was on auto pay. But the auto pay button was broken. That's what happened. The auto pay button was broken. Because you wanted the people on the internet to think that you was doing better than what you was. So you went and financed that car like a fucking dumb. She was riding around in a monthly rental car. Robert done got out this relationship. This nigga done went and got him some hair. That nigga was bald for years. He said, you know what? Here it is. Fuck that. I can now get some hair instead of lose some hair. See, before I had to cut it back. I had to cut it all off. Because the shit I was dealing with, it wouldn't let it grow in. But now I don't give a fuck if I got to go and toupee, hair plant, root grew. It does. I got hair today. Show is and show is. Hey, everybody coming in. You ain't see Robert with hair for them whole 6 years that he was in that situation. It's bad when you leave a motherfucker and you get some hair. But I'm just confused. He done got hair. He done took Momo shopping. She done got all this with $84. $84 did all of this? Y'all mean to tell me that $84 did all of this and $400,000 couldn't get her no curtain rods, no middle of no tree, no soap to wash her ass instead of putting on the new clothes first, okay? She went and stole somebody's book instead of putting into a brand. She spent $30,000, $10,000, and however other thousands on a man. But she can't live in a house with him that he owns because she has to continue to rent. Because she damn sure ain't going to be able to move in with him. He ain't having it. Did I miss anything, guys? Did I miss anything? That she's co-parenting within a relationship and she's giving visitation 2 to 3 days out the week is visitation. She take the kids over there to the Moose's house. They shum it up. He do a little promotion with the Geritol twins. Insane. I want mama fuck that. I want my money back too. I'm suing for my portion of the GoFundMe. Whatever motherfucking money you made off of me on that GoFundMe, I want my parts back. If you would have used it to pay the rent, I kind of would have been a little bit of, understanding. But being that you wanted to pay it to get frog leg like you've been getting frog leg, and now you can't even stay, get my money, baby. You owe us. You owe me. You owe Harmony. You owe Lupac. You owe Upper. We'll take our fucking cut. We want our cut. We gonna be standing out the courtroom next time she come out like, no justice, no peace. Give me my portion of GoFundMe. No justice, no peace. Give me my portion of the GoFundMe. I'm telling you, I want my parts. If it would have went to the kids, because we love the kids. Them some beautiful kids. They look like some very smart kids and some very respectful kids. And I think that's what makes us mad that they get did the way that they did, because they don't deserve it. Okay? Kids is definitely a blessing. And when your mama got big feet and big head, you would think she would make better decisions and better steps in life. Okay? But that head and them feet ain't doing nothing but got you going backwards, baby. They ain't did shit. Nothing. Then you got all type of bad bugs running around here, out here thinking that they defending you. Nobody cares. As y'all noticed, we don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter how many times people come and write in the comment section. Do that stop our next video or our next live? And the difference is we didn't live within her neighborhood. We are not her little friends. This is fully business. We are not her little friends, okay? This is fully business. If they seen Denzel Washington, I'm going to just be honest, right? And I'm going to just say this, right? And not saying that anybody of her or the Moose is at his level, right? When TMZ or these people see these people out, they have a job to do, okay? They report the news. And the way they report their news is by having receipts. So, no, the eyes is crooked. Black Knight, the eyes is crooked. That's a part of her crooked side. That's when she ain't living right. That eye shows the sign of her not living right. But with that big ass head and them fucking big ass feet, you would think she would make better decisions and better steps in life. But no, she hustling the fuck backwards. I ain't never seen somebody hustle so backwards so much in life. Them feet and them head ain't getting her nowhere fucking fast. Take better steps. Make better fucking decisions. Don't let all that head just be fucking filled with air. Okay? And I ain't even throwing the eye because the eye is a part of her not living right. And I told y'all that motherfucker was crooked before, but once she got divorced, that shit got stuck in that corner. And it been stuck ever since. Because all she do is be lying. She went from platform to platform. Okay, she used to come on with them bifocals on. And I guess she got tired of us saying, oh shit, she got her lying glasses on. This is about to take us for a doozy. So then I guess she think because she got the contacts, we can't tell she lying no more. Did you not realize when you put your contact in that your eye was still stuck in the corner, friend? We can still tell that you are lying. It's like when you promise somebody something or you be like, I swear, and people be like, let me see your hands and your feet. Let me make sure ain't nothing crossed. She done learned the talent of being able to cross her eyes so she ain't got to cross her fingers or her toes. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, at this point, she about to be stealing furniture just like goddamn Brenda. I would like to know around this charge. If I ain't got this charge on a napkin or through social media, her asking somebody through the cut or her this charge is. Listen, first of all, She should have been asking the doctor, but when you don't go to the doctor for 5 years, you would have to wonder why you got a funny colored discharge coming up out your ass. Who the hell doesn't go to the doctor for that? And me personally, I'm not bending my ass over to now. If it was my mama, I would put my leg up on the table. Listen, ma, what's this? What's this? What's this? Cause that's how my kids is with me. My daughters be like, ma, what is this? But they ain't got no brown shit leaking. But after not going to the doctor for 5 years, oh yeah, some shit leaking brown. You should have went there. That should have been emergency room. That was definitely emergency room vibes. How did they get her brown discharge on the front? She sent the shit. The same way I was able to get pictures of the inside of her nasty ass house, because the people that was no longer friends with her, they started doing things under other accounts to send things to the people that they knew was in defense of her ex-husband. But some people were smarter than others and not thirsty to just put the first thing out that they see or that they give him. Listen, if I could flip my inbox inside out, Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy, Lord of mercy is all I'm going to say. Because inside of my inbox is the good, the bad, and the ugly. And whatever is not in my inbox is definitely in my email. And some stuff I actually had to look out like, Tay, we ain't putting that out. It's juicy, but nah, bitch. You gonna be right at her address. Court. Don't do it. Don't do it. And I've never second guessed myself yet. Let the church stand and say, amen. Amen. And I'm happy that I take the stance that I stance. Oh yeah. Receipts, definitely. See, a person can't even deny Mr. Bond. Why they never spoke on Mr. Bonds? Because that's the thing. She put that man on paperwork at 16. So, the proof is this is not something that just started, right? So, I'm trying to figure out why everybody trying to be so hushed about the situation. Because the fact is that all these situations is on black and white. I mean, I'm just saying. Y'all scared of Mr. Barnes? Oh, my bad. Nobody ever knew that Mr. Barnes existed because she only had 3 men she been with. 3. And those is the 3 men that she got kids by. So why the fuck was you in court with this man talking about he abused you? And you was lying. Because Mr. Barnes said he was trying to leave and you was blocking the fucking door. You know how you be running from door to door, door to door. And when he went through the door, you want to try to act like you hit the floor and you bumped your head, just like the situation with the tote, the finger, and everything else in between. And when y'all went to court, the judge said, no ma'am. No ma'am. That's after you spent the whole day trying to figure out if he was going to come back and he didn't. And when you realize the man really didn't come back, you try to go to the police station and report him. But if you got hurt right then and there, the situation should have been taking place right then and there. Because either way you flip it, dip it, in the court once y'all got there, the judge wasn't feeling you there. The judge said, no, no, no. That's right. Now the people on Mr. Bournes, like, oh shit. How the fuck she get that and where did she get it from? And I was able to put it out because it's public record. All that shit that them bitches was sending that came from in-house. You won't dead my channel. I won't put that shit on my platform, but I'm damn sure gonna look at it though like, damn girl, why you ain't wash them dishes? You yelling at them kids to keep the house clean. Why you ain't keeping the house clean or yourself? Let's talk about that. Hmm, hmm, hmm. But when you a professional and you can't have people suing you, you got to be careful. That is creepy. What is her privacy like? Who does that? Mm, who does that? Obviously, she don't have no privacy. I hate to say it. If she live her life on the internet, why the fuck would you be sending somebody that in the first place? In the first place, especially not somebody. I don't care, you could think you close to people and this, that, and the third, but certain boundaries you actually cannot cross when it comes with people. If it ain't somebody of a certain origin, that's not something that they would be receiving, especially not me. If I'm not virtually taking a pic to send it to a doctor or somebody, because what this person gonna tell me? And now whoever it is, they looking at me like I got the nasty oogoose. The oosh goosh madoosh. Mm-mm. Mr. Barnes said, listen, I'm at peace. And don't worry. Don't worry. I'm definitely not stupid, okay? So when and if and how that interview go down, baby, even though a person don't give a fuck and they let it be known, because with 83 years, how much more trouble can you get in? What the fuck you gonna tell? What are you gonna tell that I did other than the factors of the shit that y'all? I'm not a tree fucker. I'm not an abuser. So anything else that you tell the jail, I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I don't have a release date. I mean, I'm just saying, let's keep it real. So if you decide to call the federales and be like, yes, there's this content creator that's doing an interview with one of your prisoners, it's a waste of fucking time, to be honest. But any, mini, money, mo. We gotta figure out who put the baby in the hole. Let me stop my shit. But it's real shit. Y'all can't be out here calling somebody big and they doing midget shit. Midget shit. And if you're not making good decisions for your kids, then you a midget bitch. I'm sorry. And that's just what it is, and I'm standing on it. And when it comes down to the factors of content, you're gonna always have content where there is content. Especially when you don't have to make up the content or wait for other people to be your content. It is what it is. 3 degrees. Them 3 degrees ain't shit. She better pawn them. She better pawn them back to the school so she can have the money she need in the courtroom. She better sell them 3 degrees right back to that university, that online shit. Cause it ain't about shit, it ain't real shit, and she ain't did shit with them other than lie and steal. And she could have did that shit for free. She did not have to go and get no 3 fake degrees. But being that she's not using them for anything, she better go try to pawn them and see if she could help give this man his goddamn money. She better pawn them degrees so she could pay her rent, baby. And yes, it's her rent. Okay? Even though she moved somewhere else, she still owed this man rent because she broke her lease, which is breaking a contract. If you agree to something, you're supposed to keep your portion of the deal met. And once you don't do that, then that means that you can end up exactly where she is. Court. But Tay Tay came to talk her shit. I'm about to get up out of here because I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning. You know your girl Tay love y'all like cook food. Hit that like button for me. Definitely, if you didn't hit it when you came in, I definitely appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in to listen. Whether it was for a minute, a few, or you stuck through. At the end of the day, I'll see everybody later on. If we Woke up this morning. Well, I ain't go to sleep yet, but you already know. If nobody love you, Tay do. If nobody told you they love you, Tay definitely do. Your girl Tay is out of here. All right? Don't believe people that don't have curtain rods in middle of Christmas trees. You can't trust them. You can't trust them. You can't trust them. Oh, yeah. And you can't use Hampton no more. That's fraud. That's fraud. So I don't know if somebody gonna hit the landlord to let him know that he was renting to an invisible tenant, but they gonna have to fix that. When you go into the court, you're gonna have to change your name, ma'am. Okay? You're gonna have to change your name. Okay, now I'm going to bed. I love y'all.